Hello students, let us start chapter number 5, continuity. You have learned about this concept that any curve which does not have any break is said to be continuous. We can draw the graph of a continuous curve without lifting our pen from the graph. This means that we need not to lift up our pen to sketch the shape. Formally, there is an acceptable definition of continuity. A real valued function f is said to be continuous I write continuous as CTS. A real valued function f is said to be continuous at a point, you can say C point, on its domain. This point C must be from the domain of function f. A real valued function f is continuous at a point C on its domain when the value of function at that point, that is f of C, is equal to the limit at x tending to C f of x. This means a function is continuous at a point C when f of C is equal to limit f of x when x tending to C. Now what does this mean? Limit value. This means that left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, because we know that limit of a function exists only when the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. So we can elaborate our definition accordingly, that is f of C must be equal to limit x tending to C negative f of x. This means left hand limit. This is equal to limit x tending to C plus f of x. So this is our main concept in this chapter. Now you have learned in +1 class that we can also find the left hand limit by using x equal to C minus h. As x tending to C, h will approaches to 0. So our left hand limit x tending to C negative f of x is also equal to limit h tending to 0. This h tending to 0 is always positive. That is h tending to 0 positive, even in left hand limit case or in the right hand limit case. F of C minus h. Similarly, we can define right hand limit, which is equal to x equal to C plus h. As x tending to C, when x tending to C, C cancel, h will approaches to 0. So we can say that we can either find this value, or in some cases when it is difficult to find this value directly because of non-existent of f of x, then we can use this formula f of C plus h. So overall we can say that a given function f is said to be continuous at a point C when f of C is equal to left hand limit at x tending to C equal to right hand limit as x tending to C. Now let us try some questions. I will focus more on some complex examples. Now come on to the first example, which is my question number 7 from the +2 NCERT book. Question number 7. You can check the statement from the book. F of x equal to mod x plus 3 when x is less than equal to minus 3, minus 2x, minus 3x 3, 6x plus 2, x is greater than equal to 3. We need to check the continuity of this function. Firstly, we can say that the function is defined as when the value of x is less than minus 3. I can draw the graph just for the simplicity. to understand this question. When x is less than equal to -3, this is 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When x is less than -3, this means this case at this point either equal to -3, the value of f of x is mod x plus 3. Mod x plus 3. So we can find the values of f of x. First, put the value of x equal to -3. At x equal to -3, -3 mod plus 3, which is 3 plus 3, 6, which is 6. At -3, it will become 6 value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. -3, 6 point. Right? When x equal to -2, -2 mod plus 3, which is 2 plus 3 equal to 5. At no, we cannot put -2 because it will lie on the right hand side. So in this case we will take the function this. So this is wrong. At this point, when x equal to -4, -4 plus 3, which is 4 plus 3, 7. At -4 it will become 7. So this way, you know that the graph of mod function is somehow straight lines or v-shaped, so we can find this value as this, right? When x lies between -3 to 3, you can say the value at -2, f of x is -2 into -2, which is 4. At x equal to -2, it is 4 value. But clearly you can see that this point may be the point of discontinuity, but we are not sure yet, because when x is minus 2.999, that is this point, then the value will become -2 into -2.999, so it will be approximately equal to 6. So we cannot say right now anything. At -1 it is 2, at 0 it is 0, this way, because we can draw the value. This is closed curve, right? Now this is open. At -2.999, the value is this, which is approximately equal to 6, but you can put this open bracket here, right? Now at -2 it is 4, right? At 0 it is 0. Now at 3, when the value is 3, the function will become 6 into 3 plus 2, 18 plus 2, 20. At 3 it is 20. I cannot draw because of less space. Leave it. Now you can clearly check that the point where I have doubt is at x equal to -3 or at x equal to 3. These are the 2 points where I can check, because these are the only points where the function may not be continuous. Otherwise it is continuous, because this is continuous, this is continuous, this is continuous. So the only problem is this point and this point, right? So points to be checked are at x equal to -3 and at x equal to 3. So first let us find the continuity at x equal to -3. What is the value of function at -3? It is -3 plus 3, which is 6, right? Limit x tending to -3 negative f of x. that is limit x tending to minus 3 negative mod x plus 3. You can put x equal to c minus h, which is minus 3 plus h. As x tending to minus 3, h will approaches to 0. So you can see that it is equal to limit h tending to 0 minus 3 plus h plus 3, right? So it will be 0 minus 3 plus 3 equal to 6. So 6 and 6. Now come on to the right hand limit f of x. Limit x tending to minus 3 positive, minus 3 positive, minus 3 from the right hand side. So you will take this function because when x is greater than minus 3, you will approach the point at minus 3 from the right hand side. So you will take the function this, which is minus 2 into x. You can directly put the point minus 3, or you can also put x equal to minus 3 plus h. Sorry, this is the left hand limit, so here it will be negative. Here it will be negative, sorry, right? So it is minus 3 equal to 6. So all the values are 6, 6, 6. All the three values are 6. So the given function is continuous at x equal to minus 3. Now at x equal to 3, what is the value of f at 3? It is 6 into 3 plus 2, because you will take the function 6x plus 2. So it will be 18 plus 2, 20, right? Now come on to the left hand limit, 3 minus f of x, which is 3 negative. 3 from the left hand side, x is less than 3, so you will take the function this minus 2x. Limit x tending to 3 negative minus 2x, which is minus 2 into 3 equal to minus 6. Clearly 20 is not equal to minus 6. You can say that the value of function is not equal to left hand limit. So you need not to check the right hand limit, because it is clear from here that f is not continuous at x equal to 3. Clear? Any doubt up to this? Okay. Now come on to next question, which is question number 19 from the NCERT book. 19 number question. G of x is defined as x minus greatest integer x. Now this function is discontinuous at all integral points. At all integral points. What is the meaning of integral points? It means integer values. At all integer values. This means that this function is not continuous at integers. To start this question, let us recall what is greatest integer function x. You might have studied this in your previous classes, but I will recall you this function. What is greatest integer function x? It means if x is integer, like x equal to 2, if x is integer, the value comes out is the same. Even if it is negative 2, the value comes out as negative 2. So this means that this function gives the same integer when the value of x is integer. Now come on to the point when x is not an integer. When x is not an integer, then it will it will attain the value which is a integer and closest to that value and lies in the left hand side of that function. For example, at x equal to 2.5, what is the value of greatest integer 2.5? It will be 2, because 2 is the integer which lies first when we move from 2.5 to the left hand side, right? So at x equal to minus 2.5, it will be minus 2 minus c. Here it will be minus 2.5. So when we move left hand side, the first integer will be minus 3. So the answer will be minus 3. Clear? So this is our function, greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Right? Now at the question is g of x is x minus greatest integer x. This function is discontinuous at all integral points. That means it is discontinuous at all integer values. Now let us generalize all the integer values as one number. That is, I can say that I will be checking at the point x equal to c. Let c be the value, right? Where I am going to check the function is continuous or not, right? So let c be an integer, c be an integer. ठीक है, c be an integer value. What is g of c? What is g of c? It will be c minus greatest integer c, right? So c minus this c is simple. The problem is this c. Now c is integer. So what is the value of greatest integer c? As I said, when the value of x is integer, it will come out as the same value. So it will be c. The answer will be 0, right? This means the value of function at point c is 0, where c is an integer, right? You can see that the c is the value here on the number line. Now we need to find the left hand limit and right hand limit at this point. First find right hand limit, right? You can also find left hand limit, that is limit x tending to c positive f g of x, which is x minus this. You can put x equal to c plus h, because we are finding right hand limit, so here plus sign. As x tending to c, h will approaches to 0. When x is c cancel, h will be 0, right? So it is equal to limit h tending to 0, x is c plus h minus c plus h, right? It will be equal to c plus h minus. Now c plus h means this c plus something, either it will be 0.0001. So it will be on the right hand side of this point, right? What is the value of this function? It will be c, because it will move on the left hand side according to the definition of function, and the first integer will be c. So c and c cancel, and limit h tending to 0, and put h is 0, and answer will be 0. So right hand limit is 0. Now come on to the left hand limit. What will be the left hand limit? Left hand limit, it will be limit x tending to c negative g of x, x minus mod x. You can put x equal to c minus h, because left hand limit, then put minus sign here. As x tending to c, h will approaches to 0. So it will be equal to limit h tending to 0 c minus h minus c minus h of greatest integer. This is the value of g of x. It will be equal to c minus h minus. Now c minus h is what? C minus h. C minus h like c minus 0.00 point something. Then it will lie here. What is the definition of mod x? It will move to the left hand side and the first integer is the answer. So if there is c, the previous integer will be c minus 1. That means if here is 2, it will be 1 here. Right? So the value of c minus h is here. It will move to the left hand side according to the definition of greatest integer function. The answer will be c minus 1. Here it will be c minus 1. So I can put c minus 1 here. Okay, now this is simple bracket. This is greatest integer function bracket, right? C limit h tending to 0. C minus h minus c plus 1. Limit h tending to 0. C and c cancel. h0 minus 0 plus 1, it will be 1. So here it will be 1. The value of function is 0. Right hand limit is 0 but left hand limit is 1. So I can say that g at c is equal to limit x tending to c positive g of x, but is not equal to limit h tending to c